Hi everybody, Dorothy here, professional astrologer. Today I'm going to talk to you about the week of December 10th. So we have a few things going on, nothing overly spectacular, which is a really nice change. I feel like we might be able to exhale just a little bit this week. So I'm going to fill you in on all of that. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining me here again today. And if you are not a subscriber for my YouTube channel, please just hit that little bell. Subscribe and hit the little bell. You'll be notified when the videos are up. And as of December 7th, the whole forecast for 2019 is up for each of the zodiac signs associated with your rising sign, more than the sun sign, okay? If you don't know what that means, email me. Today, let's start with December 10th. So on December 10th, the first thing that we have is the moon is in the sign of Capricorn and Saturn is returning to its position that it was in on early April when Mars was connecting to it. Why am I talking about April in December? Because there was a lot of significance going on in that week around April 2nd. So the end of March, we had a full moon that connected to Mars and Saturn where they were. Saturn has returned to the original position of this conjunction and this T-square I talked about back in April. That is important because back then we were really focusing in our efforts on something specific. Now that Saturn has returned to that place, because everybody retrogrades, almost everybody, and he did, and he's now back to that position. Mars has moved on, but Saturn hasn't. So Saturn is at the point where Mars and Saturn connected in early April. Look back. What were you focusing on then? What was your ambition and your major goal, right? And you can bring that into today's time, into current time now, because you should be able to see some success or some enlightened piece that you were working on back then. Something has come forward now, all right? So even though it's been that many months, we have an opportunity to really take advantage of that. That's what the whole week has to offer because Saturn doesn't move as fast as some of the other planets do. So an overall theme is that for this week that is December 10th. Okay? Really go in there and dig in, find out what's going on for you. And we do have the moon in Capricorn in the beginning of this week as well. So that helps us to emotionally get in alignment with what it is that is good discipline, focus on achieving things relating to our profession or our public image. Lots going on for Monday that's going to leak into the whole week, so keep that in mind. On the 11th, we have Mercury in the sign of Scorpio, making an aspect to Uranus in the sign of Aries. This aspect is called the quincunx. What happens with this, I'm looking at my notes, what happens with this is like after weeks and weeks and weeks of Mercury being retrograde, he's in the forward movement now. Connecting to Uranus, this is an opportunity for the floodgates to finally open up. Because during retrogrades, and especially the retrograde of Mercury, we tend not to initiate lots of new things. We tend to come up with ideas, but hold on to them until we have the okay to go. The moon's waxing now, Mercury's direct now. He tags up with Uranus and everybody says go. So we're full and we have a lot of ideas. On the next day, on the 12th, Mercury enters the sign of Sag. And what he does in that zodiac sign is a lot. So all of those ideas, once Mercury connects with Uranus on the 11th, and then 11th and the 12th, lots of ideas are just flooding through. So make sure that you write these things down. I have a whiteboard right there on my wall that I use. You've seen it in prior videos. It's a big one. It's like 5 foot wide. And when I come up with an idea, I write it down. Eventually it gets too full. And then I can look at it and I'm like, oh, I'm overwhelmed. And so I have to put things onto paper, a little more permanent, and off of that whiteboard so I don't get overwhelmed. So with Tuesday's connections with Mercury, Uranus, and then Mercury entering Sagittarius on Wednesday, we might start this whole process of making lists and they get too big, and we have to sort of like fine tune it and figure out what's most important. And remember, we still have Saturn at that place that I talked about in a minute ago, giving us that ambition and that drive and good discipline to get a lot done. But make sure you pick the right things for you. All right. Moving on to, and I'm going to clump these 3 days together. So that is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. While the moon is in the sign of Pisces and all those other things are going on, I want us to slow down where we can and trust our intuition. The moon in Pisces knows all about that. Trust how you feel about things, especially if there's an overload of ideas with the prior transits I just talked about. So take Thursday, Friday, Saturday, while that moon's in Pisces, and go into how you feel, go into meditation, take your time to figure out what it is that feels good for you, and then you'll even have more of an idea of what projects and ambitious things that you want to work on that you can go towards, all right? Good. Then, the final day of this week, Sunday the 16th, the moon enters the sign of Aries, and when the moon is in Aries, it's like ready, set, go. We're going to be assertive and, dare I even say, aggressive. So you're going to feel like you need to do a lot of things and take a lot of action on Sunday the 16th, even into Monday and Tuesday of the next week, 17th and 18th. We really feel like there's a fire on our feet and we're moving, moving, moving. So busy day to take action. So that is the week, that's December 10th. So we start out looking at that Saturn return to where it was in April, so we can focus in on the things that are important for us, ambitious, good discipline. Mercury loads us, overloads us with ideas and thoughts. And then that Pisces moon for a few days also helps us to slow down, get in alignment. We've got to get in and how we feel about all of these projects. Sunday, bam, ready, set, go. Fire under our feet, we're ready to take action. That's what we got for the week of December 10th. Please don't forget to go watch your video for 2019 for your sun sign and or your rising sign. Have a lot of fun. Please comment, like, share below. That is how more people see what we do. And I am very much appreciative for you guys. Thank you very much. Blessings. Hey, and namaste. And you know what? If you stayed this long, I almost forgot. I have a special for December. So if you go to my website, nhastrologer.com, click on the Booked In app, order a 45-minute session. As long as you order it in December, a 45-minute session, I'm going to add 15 minutes to that session, okay? So you get an hour for the price of 45 minutes. And if you wanted to buy 45-minute sessions as gift certificates for somebody, then you can bank as many certificates as you buy. You can bank the 15-minute sessions for yourself. So buy a gift, get a little bit for yourself at no extra cost, all right? So 45-minute sessions, an hour session for the price of 45 minutes is what it comes down to. Must be ordered in December only. Thank you very much, guys. Blessings. Namaste.